Dear students, today I'm here with an interesting play from the Beehive Book of class 9th, and the title of the play is If I Were You, written by Douglas James. But before I begin, let's have a look at the best recent comment that I received. And it is from My Talents Ritubi. In this video, I'll give you a quick summary of the play along with the title justification, message, and character sketch of the characters of the play. If I Were You is a one-act play. It would keep you engaged till the end as it is full of suspense, mystery, surprise, and humor as well. There are only two characters in the play. One is Gerrard, who is a typical English gentleman, and an actor playwright. Playwright, as you know, is someone who writes plays. Gerrard is well educated, fearless, and full of humor. The second character is addressed as an intruder all through the play. An intruder is someone who enters into someone's space or property without seeking permission. So this play is basically a conversation between Gerrard and the intruder who enters into the cottage of Gerrard. The play opens with Gerrard answering a phone call, and this phone call is from a client who needs the props urgently for rehearsal. Gerrard starts packing and is about to leave in a few minutes. Suddenly, an intruder enters the cottage. This intruder is dressed in an overcoat and a hat. Surprisingly, he looks a lot like Gerrard. He is carrying a revolver in his hand. Gerrard maintains his cool and tries to figure out who the intruder is. The intruder threatens Gerrard that if his questions are not answered, Gerrard will have to suffer consequences which would not be in his favor. The intruder tells Gerrard that he is there to know the personal details of Gerrard. He tells him that he is a robber who specializes in the theft of jewels. And he plans to use Gerrard's house and car for the same. The intruder announces that he is going to kill Gerrard and take over his identity. He will become Gerrard in front of the world as there is a good resemblance between the two. It will help him escape from the police and lead a peaceful life. The intruder further surprises Gerrard by informing him that he had been observing Gerrard and he has noticed his style of speaking and has taken care to adopt a resemblance to him in his looks. He tells Gerrard that the police is after him because he has killed one of their colleagues. He also tells Gerrard that he has come to know about Gerrard by overhearing a conversation between two people. But Gerrard befools the intruder by telling him that he himself is running from the law and he is about to elope. He asks the intruder to check if everything is safe outside so that they could both escape from there. Gerrard makes the intruder peep into a dark cupboard by giving him an impression that the door leads to the garage. The moment the intruder peeps in the cupboard, Gerrard pushes him into it, knocking down the revolver out of his hand. While the intruder keeps rattling the door, Gerrard calmly answers a phone call and apologizes for not being there in time to deliver the stage props for rehearsals. He requests the caller to send the sergeant to his place. All this while, Gerrard keeps guarding the cupboard with the intruder's revolver in his hand. He is so amused with the incident that he finally decides to use it as a plot for his next play. So this was the summary of the play If I Were You. Now, as the title appears to be quite interesting, If I Were You, it is a very appropriate title. It refers to the wishful thinking of the intruder who wants to assume Gerrard's identity in order to escape the law. His idea of befooling the police by living on a borrowed identity remains unfulfilled as he is trapped by Gerrard. His dream to impersonate Gerrard is shattered. And the if in the title, If I Were You, looms forever, with no hope of becoming a concrete reality. The title therefore hints at the basic idea of the story and is therefore very apt. The play gives us a message that overconfidence can lead to disastrous results. One should never consider oneself to be smarter than the opponent, as is done by the intruder who thinks that Gerrard is no match for him. The play also conveys that intelligence and presence of mind can help us overcome the gravest of problems that we may encounter. Now let me throw some light on the character sketch. So we have two characters, as I have already told you. One is the intruder and the other is the protagonist, Gerrard. So first, the intruder. The intruder is a confirmed criminal who makes plans to dodge the police. He has evil intentions and crafty plans to achieve his aims. He does not hesitate from murdering innocent people for his selfish gains. But his wickedness cannot sustain him for long. The intruder is a criminal who has been eluding the police ever since he killed a cop. Overconfidence makes him feel that he has made a brilliant plan of murdering Gerrard and escaping law by impersonating him. Now let me talk about the protagonist, Gerrard. He is portrayed as a man of many virtues. He is endowed with a brilliant wit, a sharp mind, smart thinking, and a sense of humor. All these qualities combined with a cool temperament enable him to handle even a life-threatening situation very successfully and easily. Gerrard is associated with the theatre. He writes, acts, and provides props for plays. His sense of humor irritates the intruder many times. Even when acting funny, he keeps his presence of mind and lays a trap for the intruder. Everything comes so naturally and spontaneously to him that the intruder walks into his trap unsuspectingly. Gerrard's intelligence not only outwits the intruder and saves his own life, but also helps the police in nabbing a wanted criminal. So that was all for today, my dear students. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.